Hi, this is Rich Ortiz with the Sweet Science vs. the Cage with Smokin, Joey Lopez here in Fresno, California. How you feeling today, champ?
Feeling good, feeling strong. Just got done training. Just wrapped up a strength and conditioning session and a little bit of minutes with my coach, and feeling good.
Who are you being trained by right now? Who's training you? Who's in your corner?
Coach Brian Williams. He's a Fresno police officer, Fresno PD. He's my coach, and Trinidad Williams is my second coach, assistant coach. Yeah, and I also have a strength and conditioning coach right now, Charles Tremblay.
I heard good things about him.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. I just recently started working with him, and then I also have one more chiropractic mentor type of person, Dr. Joseph Martin. He's also in my corner. He's been working with me doing rehab stuff too.
Awesome. Sounds like you got a solid team.
Yeah, really good team.
Let's get right to it. Why the sweet science of boxing? Why boxing?
Something about it, it's like you said, the sweet science. There's something about it. When I watched it when I was little, it attracted me to it. You know, the way the guys move. When I was younger, I'd seen Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr. And the way they moved so smooth in the ring just attracted me. And in my generation, MMA was a lot bigger, and a lot of the guys like the brute force and coming forward, you know, and the brutality of it. And in boxing, I just always loved the way they moved around the ring and seemed to outsmart their opponent. Is what I love about boxing.
Let me ask you this. Who would you say your style mimics? What kind of style would you say you have? If a fighter was getting ready to fight you, how would they prepare themselves for you?
They would definitely have to condition themselves. Because my coach trains me to, I mean, right now I'm only fighting 4 rounds, but he trains me to go 12 rounds if possible. My style most mimics, I'd say I'm a boxer puncher. Because he trains me first to box. Move your feet. You can't get into trouble or out of trouble without your feet. So he trains me to move. And so I guess he takes something from every fighter. He watches fighters. He likes fighters. I tell him who I like. Like I have favorite fighters. Like Floyd Mayweather's #1 to me. I love him. Andre Ward. I love Roy Jones Jr. There's numerous others, but those 3 are the ones I really look up to and like. And he takes a lot from all 3 of them and makes my own style. And you can see in the ring, I take different things from every fighter.
Awesome. What is a day of training for you? Break it down. Your training today, what does it consist of from the minute you wake up?
The minute I wake up this morning, I went to the track, did a track workout. Consisted of sprints, stairs, and first loosening the body up, and then hitting sprints, stairs, and then doing some intervals that mimic the round. 3-minute intervals, 1 minute off, resting, and then I went home, rested, ate breakfast, rested, slept a little bit, woke up, stretched, ran some errands, and then I came back in, did some strength and conditioning with Charles Tremblay, ate again, rested here for about an hour, and then and then Coach Brian came in, worked the minutes with me for about 12 rounds, and then rested again and here I'm with you.
Day in and day out, what gets you up in the morning? What motivates you? What gets you through?
Failure. I don't want to fail. I started something, and I don't want to fail at it, and I don't want to let people down. That there's a group of people out there that I've told I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I've stated my goals to them, and I don't want to fail. And most of all, I don't want to fail myself because I've worked very hard. I know how much hard work I've put into this, and failure is what drives me. I don't want to lose anything that I've gained so far, and I know how far I could go. And that drives me every day, how far I can go and what I have now and I don't want to lose.
What is your dream fight? When you go to bed at night, what are you thinking about? I know you're going into the ring. I know you're thinking about winning the title, but what's your dream fight? And it can be present or current, future.
For some reason, it's Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. I don't know why I always see myself when I watch boxing, and he's not pound for pound one of the best, but for some reason, every time I watch him fight, I always think I can see myself fighting him. And I can see myself beating him. Now, I'm not as experienced as him. He's got way more experience, but that's one guy I feel like I can beat him in Triple G. You know, I watch them both, and people fear them both for their power. But I feel like I have what it takes to beat those guys.
Swinging for the fences.
Yeah.
When you're not training, just an average day, your cheating day, what's your favorite meal?
Pizza.
I agree with you. I love
pizza and donuts.
I love pizza. Now we're going to have some fun. This part of the segment, we're going to have some fun, okay? I'm a movie producer. I'm going to make a movie. It's going to be called Smokin Lopez. You pick the actor who's going to portray you.
This is one. It's tough. About the first person that comes to my mind, but because he's my favorite actor, is Brad Pitt. But it's not him because we look nothing alike.
Hey, Hollywood, we
Man,
that's
pretty tough.
We can make it happen.
That's pretty tough.
I'll let you think about that. We'll let that
Yeah,
one
I'm gonna have to think about that one.
I'm going to throw some words, some titles at you, and I want you to answer with one word. What comes to mind? As soon as I mention this, I want you to think about this. Boxing. What comes to mind?
Competition.
Family.
Love.
Fresno.
My town.
Your team.
My backbone.
Smokin Joey Lopez.
Fresno's fighter.
You know I got to go there. The Sweet Science versus the Cage.
Oh, what do I think when I hear that?
Yes.
I always think Richard Ortiz. Richard Ortiz.
Okay.
Your face pops up right when I see that on Facebook or I see it on any social media anytime. Your face pops up to me.
Can't forget about Mark Davis behind the camera.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Without Mark Davis,
yeah,
there is no Sweet Science versus the Cage. When can we expect to see you back in the ring?
October 25th, Sound Arena, Fresno, California. It's going to be the Fight for Water 3. Big event. Bigger than the other two. It's going to be humongous. Hopefully all of Fresno comes out. We're trying to get you all out. Lower ticket prices. So October 25th, that's what we're working for really hard right now.
What can we expect to see that day when we see you in the ring?
Excitement from the entertainment from the minute I walk out. It's like every fight I come out, it's going to be entertainment every time I come out.
Now you mentioned the water. Let's talk about that cause. Let's share a little bit with the viewers. I understand it's a very good cause. You guys are making a donation. You guys are putting Fresno on the map. We're getting the publicity we need to fix our water problem. You want to share with the viewers exactly what we need with the water source?
Yeah, California needs more help. We're sending water out of the valley for some reason. We're the ones that need the water the most. And me, well, personally, I take it as an athlete. The food I eat, I mean, it's grown here in the valley with our own homegrown nutrients, and it's suffering because we don't have the water. And I'm into organic food, even all the way up to the cattle, chickens, everything I eat, it all survives off of water. And so I take it personally there because I really enjoy organic, great food, and the water's not being supplied to get it. So that's where I take it to heart, you know. But there's other things. There's jobs. There's the whole our people, the Latinos, are suffering because the water's going out of the valley. And Los Angeles is fine, the Bay Area is fine, but it's the valley that's suffering the most. And we're trying to change that. We're trying to get help here, and for one other reason or another, it's not happening.
Yeah, it's a tremendous cause. You know, I've watched your last fight. The music hits, the lights are popping. You're coming out in red, wearing your Nike gear, your team. And I just want to say this: when you have your game face, all the way down to your cut man, all the way down to everybody on your team, they have the same game face. And it's just exciting because I know you have a strong team, a strong source. And I know they're in the ring with you. I know you bring it all with you. I can see it all. It's family oriented. And I will say this, you have a tremendous team. You have tremendous support. You got the Sweet Science versus the Cage backing you up. You have Fresno. You're going to have all of California backing you up. And not only that, when you put the green strap on, you're going to have the whole world backing you up. Last question. Let's get back to that actor. We pick somebody else besides Brad Pitt and let's get diet there.
Okay, I guess I'll go with, I don't know his name, but it's the guy that played on Game of Thrones. It was Drogo's. The dude, I think he played Conan recently.
Okay, well, we'll take
Yeah,
that. We'll
I forgot his name,
We'll
but
get his name, and we got to make sure we get it right. Put it on the big screen. We're going to sell this thing all the way. Sky's the limit for Mr. Lopez here.
I'm with you, Richard.
Absolutely. Appreciate your time. Any last words you want to say to all your fans that support you?
Yeah, keep supporting me, Fresno. Get on my backs. I'm taking you to the top October 25th. Fight for Water 3, Sound Arena. It's going to be another show, and come out and support.
And the Sweet Science versus the Cage will be there. Rich Ortiz once again with the Sweet Science versus the Cage. Mark Davis behind camera, live here in Thrive Gym in Fresno, California. If you walk in here, you're everyday Joe. You will leave a champion like Mr. Lopez. And it's a wrap.
Thank you.
Thanks, bro.